Folks, hey, it's acquisitions and adventures, and I got another acquisition here. This is Andrew. I saw this. I went through some old Tolerian Community College. You can see their logo right here. Shout out to the professor and all the instructional videos that he has done over the years. I was looking through some back issues, and lo and behold, there was this nice looking Gamegenic here deck box. So I thought, well, why get a spendy deck box? Why? Well, just because I can get a spendy deck box. So looking at what we have here, I like how the cover comes off. Let's take a look at this. Has a nice, has the logo of the professor's little magic college there. These magnetic nodules here snap on quite well onto the box. I can give it a good shake there. And if I'm just carrying this around, I'm not worried about it flipping right open on me. It felt quite secure. Oh, look. So even in the unboxing, what does it give me? There's a little treasure token. Aw, how cute. That's actually quite cute. Other notable elements of this. Look how that piece comes down. Does it do anything over here? No, I'm just poking and prodding on this thing. I like how there's the logo up here as well. There's little boxes that slide out, and hey, look at that. There's the logo in the little box as well. Can I fit? Well, look at that. Well, that's not 40. These there was a note saying that this was meant for a flesh and blood deck. I think a 40 card sleeve flesh and blood deck, blitz deck will fit in there. But also, because I want to take this to the Final Fantasy pre-release, and I need a place to put the cards or dice or anything like that. So let's take a look at that. What sort of dice and stuff can I? It's why am I struggling with this a bit? One is because I'm not looking directly at it. I'm looking through the camera, so I'm getting the angle wrong when I'm sliding it in. It's making it a little bit rough for me to pull it in and out. But if I look away from the camera and just outside, doing it a little bit easier. Plus, it's also new. It's got that new grippiness to it. It's kind of like a young wine with big grippy tannins. And look at that. It does look like a nice kind of ruby wine color there. I really like, this is kind of my favorite, the deep purple, the midnight purple with the black. That's one of my favorite combinations. So the professor did well with that. Let's take a look here and get some sundries. In another video I talk a bit about some of these KEXP foil land cards that I picked up. And of course I want a nice box to put those in. And of course I talked a bit about some of the DJ stuff I've done in the past. And this is Stanton Magnetics when they sold their cartridges for the turntables. I have a couple Technic 1200 Mark IIs downstairs. They need a little bit of servicing, but they still work, and they still got my Groove Masters that came in here. But now this turns into a dice box. I got some nice silver coins for doing flips. Got some dice and stuff, so maybe if I throw some of these, looks like they fit well into that. Oh, look at that. Hey, I was worried about that, but success. My big 20-sided D&D dice for my saving throws fit in here. Oh, that is... I just have to watch carefully. If I pull these out, I don't go spilling my stuff all over the place. So I just have to take those out carefully. Alright, so that's kind of awesome. I'm not retiring the Stanton box, but I just need a place to put some stuff. So when I load up to go to the game store, I got a compartment to put some of that stuff in. So I got that. I got some of these Justice sleeves today. So I was going to do some sleeving up. Looks like they fit in here no problem. See if there's other ways we can lay this down. They'll lay down in here with more than enough room. Can I even put that way? Not really. So I can put it that way into the top piece, though I don't think I'll be able to compress a 60 card deck. Whoa, what do I just have with me? I have a 60 card Tarkir deck. Plop. Yeah. So I know because limited, I was looking at it and I knew that these upper slots here are more for a 40 card, so I could do something like place these over in here. They fit. So these are, again, that is a set of Dragon Shield sleeves that fit over here. Let's take a divider. Oh, look, I got a nice purple divider as well. So I'll grab that. So I'm taking the divider here and putting it there. That's coming from another set that I have. I got another box set. Or a deck box here. I open that up. I think, yeah, there's the other brand I use. Uwano. No. Oh no. Well, no, it does. It works out quite well. So they have these plastic dividers. So I take the plastic divider, pop it in there, so I can separate a couple of decks. Looks like I might be able to fit, easily I can fit 3 60 card decks in there by the looks of that. I also have a limited constructed, here is an Outlaws of Thunder Junction here, 40 card deck that I built by just taking play boosters. Basically, look at that. That is a perfect fit, but it will be sliding around. Now, if I put it in here, no, actually, that's a good fit. And on the top one, it might bounce around a bit, but since these smaller containers need to slide in, that's a nice fit, and you can easily get them out without too much futzing about. So, yeah, I think the professor and his team did a really good job with this. Even for somebody who's a little bit of an ogre of moving these around myself. Okay, they got that. Okay, I just have to remember when I'm pulling these out, just to be careful I don't spill my stuff all over. I just do that. In you go. That deck's in there. Yeah, my dice won't work on the top one, but they'll work in the lower ones. Close that thing up there. Put that top on like that, and there you go. Tolerian Community College. This is called the Acedemic. It's the Acedemic 133XL. I should have said that at the beginning, but there you go. Really happy with this deck box so far. Out comes my Tarkir constructed deck that my son and I were working on. And then I can yoink out one of these decks. Alright, I'm happy with this. Good purchase so far, and we'll give it a test at the game store coming up for Final Fantasy pre-release. Silver Maple.